cinema matinee. I ain't got $7.50 to pay. Everybody now.
We're talking about, of course, The Help. And
I'm sorry, Corey. This movie takes place in the Deep South, and you need to pronounce this movie The Hail.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I thought you got to take some letters out of The Hep.
Which I'm sure every black person was screaming in the South at this point.
This is MISSISSI UI. Seriously. It's just black people keeping it to themselves, being very careful not to piss off the asshole white people.
This is back in Jim Crow days of the South, where that law just made no sense. It was pretty much just the dehumanization, the demoralization, and just the downright violation of rights of black people. This is written by the Catherine Stockett. Came out in 2009. A huge success story all around for everybody involved. And it looks like the movie's probably going to be this big success, too, because everybody walked out of that movie crying when we saw it.
Oh, yeah, no.
You said it was like a little girl behind you?
Yeah, there was a little girl crying her little heart out, and I looked at her, he's like, that's right, you white devil. That's what your people did. That's what you did. You're still going to pay.
Yeah, this is a film that, as the name suggests, The Help dealt with the maids who pretty much raised white children as they were growing up, and it was a cycle. These girls, they would be loving of having a mammy figure in their lives as toddlers and children, and then they grow up to like hide. In order to just be socially accepted, they had to also grow up to treat the maids like This centers mainly on three people. A woman named Abby, middle-aged maid played by Viola Davis.
Yeah, Viola Davis.
Viola Davis, who she's one of the main characters who's shown having very close attachments to like these young white children. Her friend and fellow maid, who's played by Octavia Spencer, she is a maid that's no pun intended, been blacklisted because she decided to mouth off to one of her bosses one day, and she can't find a job. And then you have Skeeter, Felon, whatever her name is, played by Emma Stone. She's the good white folk. You know, she kind of notices what's going on.
Well, she's the odd duck. They're all Stepford wives. And she's the one who went off to college, got her education, and she's like, you know what? There's other roads to go down.
Yeah, so she decides to write the memoirs of these maids, saying, you know, what is it really like being in your position?
And each one of them is like, you don't want to know, and I don't want to tell you because I don't want to lose my job, get blacklisted, or go to jail.
Or die.
Or die. Yes.
Literally,
More specifically, I don't want to die.
I'm not going to bring my own politics or feelings into it because I got to say up front, this is not my kind of movie. I just feel like we still see more of these kind of images than we do seeing black people as just, you know, everyday people.
I was about to say,
truly do believe that this is an entertaining movie. I'm not trying to hold anything against this film because I think its heart is in the right place. Your three leads here, Emma Stone, Viola Davis, and Dr. Octavius Octavia Spencer. You know, all of them give great performances.
The actresses that were in this, everyone did a phenomenal job. It just makes you think about how horrible monsters we can be.
And that's the problem right there, though, with this film, to me, is that it doesn't have any balls. In fact, it markets itself as a comedy drama.
As I said, I try to be fair, and I recognize this for being, you know, the good film that it is. But because I think some scenes in here where they just, for comedic sake, just go very broad with those, you know, those take me out the film. So that's what prevents me from giving this a full price. I do think it's a highly enjoyable film. I do think it's a movie that's kind of important for certain people to see, and I give it a matinee.
I started out feeling the way you did. I found it to be overall not just an enjoyable film, but just have a lot of emotional impact. Viola Davis has a scene was just like, God damn, y'all, I was resistant, but you're just really breaking me down right here. But yeah, it ends up being kind of a low full price for me.
There's no question this is directed towards female audiences. And often this type of broad entertainment is like Fried Green Tomatoes, Steel Magnolias. It's that with a Jim Crow plot laid on top of it. And on that context, I think it does in fact kind of fail. I don't think it achieves what a film like this really should do at this point. There's some great characters. There's some really good performances. It just gets so distracted at points. And I'm going to give it a matinee.
It was a good story, good solid story. It pulled me in. I really cared about these women. I really cared about these black women, and I'm sure, like I said, audiences are going to love this film. And yeah, I mean, I felt really good seeing that little white girl cry because she needs to realize she f***ed up. She f***ed up, and she's going to keep on paying till there ain't no more to pay. I'm going to give this movie a full price, only because I think it's a very empowering movie for women, period.
One of the things we have not mentioned yet, Bryce Dallas Howard, who I've always felt was a great actress, but never had a chance to really break out. You hate her so much. She plays one of the wives. She is sort of the alpha female of the group of women who have all married off.
She's the leader of the Stepford Wives.
Minnie, are you in there? You are fired!
Yeah,
She's
you take
scarier
all
than
the-
Darth Vader. Any fucking
I know they should have played the
fictional
Empress theme
villain
when
is.
she
Yeah.
walked in.
Yeah, I know.
She just raises her hand. The black person's like up in the air. You have failed the kitchen for the last time. Bring me another black maid.
Try to make it real.